Hola amigos! Today we are going to learn how to describe your day to day. If you are interested, stay and watch this video.
Si te quedas conmigo a estudiar, vas a aprender los verbos transitivos y el imperativo del verbo amar.
Let's go to learn some vocabulary. If I say por la mañana, that means in the morning. Por la tarde, in the afternoon. Por la noche, at night. Por la mañana, I usually say buenos días, good morning. Por la tarde, I say buenas tardes, good afternoon. Por la noche, I say good night, buenas noches. A la una, at one. A las dos, at two. A las tres, at three. A las cuatro, at four. AM means de la mañana in Spanish. We don't really use AM, at least in Spain. PM, de la tarde. Por ejemplo, a las 6 de la mañana me despierto. I wake up at 6 a.m. O a las 7 de la tarde me ducho. I take a shower at 7 p.m. You can write and say me despierto a las 6 de la mañana or a las 6 de la mañana me despierto. So that means that dice a las 6 de la mañana, you can put it at the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. It's flexible. For example, if I want to write a text with these four verbs, despertarse, to wake up, ducharse, to take a shower, vestirse, to put clothes on, lavarse, to wash. The first thing I want you to notice is that these four verbs are reflexive verbs because all of them finish with se. Let's review how to conjugate reflexive verbs. If you notice that an infinitive finishes with se because it's a reflexive verb, you need to put this me, te, se, nos, os, se at the beginning because it's a reflexive verb. And then you conjugate the verb as usually. Have a look. Underneath despertarse, I wrote E, I, E. That means that this E is going to be an IE because despertarse is an irregular verb. I also wrote it in vestirse. This E is going to change in I because it's irregular. So if I want to write a text, I can start with a las 7 de la mañana at 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. I can write also this at the end. In English it's usually at the end, but in Spanish you can also put it at the beginning of the sentence. Me despierto, I wake up. Después, later, me ducho, I take a shower. 10 minutos después, 10 minutes later, me visto, so I put my clothes on. Y luego, and after that, me lavo la cara, I wash my face. Y los dientes, I brush my teeth. Let's see another example. Llamar por teléfono, to call someone. Mandar un mensaje, to send a message. Cocinar, to cook. So I can write a las 6 de la tarde at 6 p.m. Llamo a mi madre, I call my mother. Después, after that, mando muchos mensajes, I send many messages. A mis amigos, to my friends. A las 8 de la tarde at 8 p.m. Cocino, I cook a soup, una sopa. Para cenar, to have dinner. I want you to notice that I use para is to, and para is always plus infinitive. So para cenar, to have dinner. Cenar means to have dinner, it's an infinitive. I also want you to notice that I'm using this a before people. A mi madre or a mis amigos. And this a doesn't really have a meaning. It's a grammatic thing we use before people For us, this a means what after this come is a direct object or an indirect object. And this happens with a lot of verbs in Spanish. Let's see another example. So I have three verbs here: cruzar la calle, to cross the street; ir en bici, to go by bike; esperar, to wait. So I can say, a las 8 de la mañana, at 8 a.m., cruzo la calle, I cross the street. Para ir al parque, para plus infinitive, to go to the park. Ir, no, ir means to go. Por la tarde, in the afternoon, tengo que, I have to. Esperar, I have to wait. Tengo que esperar el autobús para ir al cine, to go to the cinema. El fin de semana, on the weekend, quiero, I want to. Ir en bici, I want to go by bike. I want you to notice that I'm using para, to plus infinitive, para plus infinitive. Para ir al parque, to go to the park. Para ir al cine, to go to the cinema. I also want you to notice that I'm using tener que, that means to have to, and I'm using querer, to want. And these two verbs come always with an infinitive. Because if I have a sentence in Spanish and I have two verbs, in this case I have tengo que and I have esperar, I just need to conjugate the first verb. So tengo que is a conjugate verb, esperar is not a conjugate verb, it's an infinitive. O quiero ir, I want to go. Quiero is a conjugate verb, but ir is an infinitive. So, tener que and querer always come with infinitivo. Y eso es todo, amigos. Gracias.